again, giving the game everything he's got.
Matthews, England's outside right. As Stanley Matthews, the wizard of Matthews again. What a play. Without doubt, the greatest winger of all.
Great little wizard has it again. Dazzling sportsman in world.
Again. He's trying every...
Stanley Matthews and then...
Line Stanley, turning on speed that would do a sprinter credit.
Maestro Matthews.
Matthews comes back to dazzle the defense.
Lovely bit of Matthews artist. He's playing a wonderful game and he's dangerous every second.
As Stanley Matthews, the wizard of dribble.
Stanley Matthews was the first winner of the Ballon d'Or. He left Stoke to win the FA Cup with Blackpool and then came back to Stoke. And I was quite young, in fact I was very young when he came back to Stoke. And I remember my parents telling me that I wouldn't be able to run around the stand anymore because Stan was coming back. Well, I had no idea who Stan was. But I do remember just looking at thousands and thousands of knees as we walked towards the football match, and that was because Stan was back. And he had that impact on people locally, nationally and internationally. Wherever Stan went to play football, people went to watch. He was the star. He was the pin-up of the day. When he had the testimonial, when he finished playing, there were players from all over the world who wanted to play in that match and came here. He was probably the most important figure in the club's history. And as I say, apart from that, you had Gordon Banks, but he was Stan was born and bred in Stoke-on-Trent, and so he will always be known as Sir Stanley Matthews of Stoke City.
The early days when I first saw him, as I say, it was 1953. I don't know whether it was the tangerine shirts of Blackpool, Stanley himself, I don't know, but he just took to my imagination, and I've followed his life, his career. I've been collecting memorabilia since then, really, so I've got like 60 odd years memorabilia in front of me, not only locally, internationally, Africa, Canada, Australia. He was the first footballing globetrotter. We've been very lucky. We've seen some highs, quite a few lows, but at the end of the day, Stoke said we will follow them. Of course, Stan was a big part of that culture. Probably, well, he was the first knighted footballer. 1965, he was knighted. And no matter where you go in the world, people have heard of Stanley Matthews. I remember going to Portugal years ago, and this little seedy backstreet bar. One rainy afternoon, we were having a drink, and these locals joined us. And where are you from? Stoke. Well, they couldn't understand me. But as soon as I mentioned Stanley Matthews, Stanley. And that was the international language, footballers' international language, Stanley Matthews. I met Stan on several occasions, mostly at the Stoke Vale dinnerings over the years. I also met him at our local Stoke City Supporters Club in Knibersley, where I reminded him that I saw him in the game when they played Wolves and Blackpool had got the record gate. I always found him a very humble, down-to-earth guy, very approachable. You wouldn't have thought he was a superstar, a true Potteries legend.
My fondest memory of Sir Stan was he came up to me once after he'd finished playing and congratulated. I'm a former professional squash player, and he came up and congratulated me on how well I was doing, which was great for me, but my dad's chest went massively out wide, and you know, this is my daughter. So that was my favourite memory of Sir Stan. I
think it's how he played the game. He had a long career, a very long career, from 1932 to 1965 when he played his last game for Stoke.
He was a tremendous ambassador for this city, but more importantly, a really nice man.
And I just think he played the game how it should be played, with as somebody once said, with a song in his heart, and that's how he came across.